Hey, what's going on, everyone? Once again, this is Hashim Whitmore, be the world's greatest barber.com. Just coming to you with a little bit of information that might help you on your path to success and just to reaching all your goals. And there's a little something that I wanted to share with you called programming. Now, a brother Dick Gregory said, if you don't program your mind, somebody else will. So to help you be more successful and to understand that principle, that if you don't program your mind, someone else will. Let's go ahead and put some power back into your hand, and that way you can start programming yourself for success. Now, you are your habits. Bottom line, if you're in shape, you have a habit of usually eating well, exercising. If you have a lot of money saved up, you have the habit of saving up money. If you have a successful relationship, you have certain habits to make sure that those relationships are successful. So for whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever goals that you're trying to change, your habits are directly related to your programming. And your mind is a very important factor in that. What you ingest is going to be so important. They say that you are what you eat, but you are what you think about, what you read, what you listen to, who you hang around with. All right. So, how to get your mindset on what to think about? Hopefully, you're thinking about something positive, but if not, I use little white cards or little 3x5 cards to what's going to keep me in something. Think of something positive. I actually have one on my door, so before I leave the house, I think about the possibilities of what I would like to see, who I would like to be, things that I would like to have. Taking that time every day just to ponder that is part of my mental programming. Another part of it is what am I listening to? What you listen to is going to be very important. You know, if you listen to a bunch of negativity, listen to a bunch of songs, podcasts, news that are just bringing down just your whole spirit, that's gonna weigh on you. Nothing that you ingest just falls away or that you just shake off. You know, so program yourself by having a consciousness of your music. You know. That's pretty easy, you know. So if you don't want to hear certain things that are negative, violent, keep that out of your life. You really don't need to have it. I mean, when you think about it, what really, like, the news has tons of bad information, right? Tons of things that they glorify, usually revolving around death, murder, just very low level animalistic human behavior. You know, that I don't know the last time I ever watched the news and was just like feeling amazing before I went to sleep. Like, oh yeah, I needed to hear that. That was something that put me on the right path. No, it's not. And because a lot of times that doesn't sell, you know. So be careful as the information that you consume. There is side effects to it, you know. So put positive things into your life, things that make you laugh, the things that make you feel encouraged. Every day on my Instagram, I'm posting something positive. On my Facebook, there's some video that I'm sharing that's going to be positive and going to set you on the right track. So if you're not on my Instagram yet, if you're not on my Facebook yet, add me, because if you need a source of positivity and you don't know where to start at, I got you. I'm going to bring out the best in you because I know you have greatness in you. I'm not going to give you anything that's going to take away from that. All right. And if I ever do, you know that it came from a good place, and you know that that behavior will be corrected. All right. So what you listen to, what you watch, you gotta be careful, especially in movies and things like that. You know, these movies, television, all those were tools that was developed many years ago to program your mind to accepting a certain behavior or accepting a certain circumstance as being true and acceptable. All right, because they're working on your psyche. They're working on your mentality. They're working on what you accept as okay behavior. So there's certain movies that I won't see. There's certain type of violence, and especially with black people, that I just don't want to partake in. And if I do happen to see, and it turns out to be a confirmation of that, I say, damn, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to be the outcome. So I encourage you guys, be careful with what you spend your time watching, what you give your money to. If it's going to be something that is just going to be a bunch of death, murder, especially somebody that looks very similar to you, you might want to go ahead and let somebody else spend their money on that and not support it, while you could be spending your money on something, a book, a movie, something else that is uplifting you, that's giving you something to go on, that's making you feel better, right? That it gives you some gas so you can accomplish some of those things. You don't want to keep on going through life listening to certain music, taking in certain information and creating more of an anchor, because that creates more drag. And as you try to thrust and you try to get to where you want to be in life, you don't need a whole bunch of drag and a bunch of bullshit holding you down, all right? And it might not even just be in the things that you consume, like your books, your music, your radio, all those type of programming. Your social circle, that is a huge programming. With the people closest around you, if they're doing a certain behavior, that's going to reflect and that's going to start sinking into you. All right? So it's very important that your friends and those people that you keep close to you are on the same page and on some positive stuff. And if you can't find any friends that are on some positive stuff, it's better to go to the library and get some books and spend some time with the thoughts and learn the habits, the activities of those guys that have blazed the trail and had enormous amounts of success, and read their innermost thoughts. And that way you can start spending your time with very successful people. So get you a library card. There's great authors out there. There's great people out there, and they don't always have to be old authors like Napoleon Hill, who's amazing, but there's guys like Russell Simmons that wrote some great books about just success, and he just gives so much information. I definitely encourage you guys to check that out. And fellas, you got to make sure that your partner, the woman that you're with, the partner that you choose, is someone that is lifting you up, that is a relationship that you're benefiting from and that you're growing from. Same thing for you, ladies. If it's not any growth, if it's not any learning, if it's not any encouragement, you're in a stagnated state in a relationship, and usually the only place you can go from that situation is down. There's a lot of people that have got into relationships with the wrong person, and it has really kept them from achieving their true success and unlocking all their potential, because the person laying next to them in bed is telling them something like they can't do it, that they're not good enough, that they don't want to give them a compliment because they're afraid that that person's head might get too big and go out there and find something better. You don't want to have that. You need to have that confidence in yourself, that love for yourself, to understand that who you choose to spend your time with, who you choose to give your attention to, who you choose to share your dreams and what's in here with, it's very important and it's very sacred. So make sure you keep the best, the greatest people around you, the greatest person that the greatest people that give you the best service, that treat you like a king, that treat you like a queen, that elevate you, that actually facilitate some growth. And you start setting up your own programming, and your life will be consistent with the people that you hang around with, the materials that you consume, and the results that you achieve. This is Hashim Whitmore. I love y'all. Please click subscribe, comment, questions. I'm here for you and here to bring out the greatness in you. So if you haven't subscribed to me on Instagram, it's Hashim W. Get some positivity, get some encouragement. And on Facebook, Hashim Whitmore. I post videos just about every day to help people start off the day off right, on the right foot. So I love you. Take care. Peace.